What's up, guys? Zeke back, and welcome to another video review. I'm finally doing Ultraman Omega freaking show review, and I'll just say, one of the best REIWA Ultraman shows I've ever saw, outside of Blazer and Zett. And I'm ranking it like top 3. And here's why it's so good. And let me just give you my honest thoughts and review. So let's get started off with the review. Okay, so honestly, I think outside of Ultraman RB, this show is like one of the best new generation stars. So of course we gotta respect for like Jeed, of course, RB, Blazer, Taiga, Arc, and other shows like Ginga, but like watching these new generation shows, this one just hits the hardest. And I'll just say, it's fucking good. Like, I gotta tell you about this. Like, so Ultraman Omega is basically, it's a kid show, right? But then it also gives like the elements. Hold up, let me just start jumping what this show is about very quickly. I totally fucking forgot. Okay, it follows an anthemic alien who crashes on a world entirely freely of giant monsters taken off the human named Sorito Okinawa. When terrifying kaiju appear, Sorito transforms into the 50-meter tall giant of light. He allies with a warehouse worker named Kyoumei, who bonds with him to help control media kaiju, figuring exploring themes of friendship and humanity. Introduction to the heroes. Yeah. So I love. First of all, we got Thomas, and I love Sorito. He's just one of my favorite Ultraman characters, except for Gento and Hikaru. REIWA. This dude is so funny. He's like me. I'm always hungry for food, and I eat like 3 meals a day. A meal, then a snack another hour later, and then a fucking meal later. And like, this dude is just like me, dude. He like, alright, he is addicted to peanuts, of course. And of course, he's addicted to noodles. Kyoumei noodles. And yeah, he's just addicted to food. And this dude is like, sniff, 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 sniff. Hey, yo. This dude's like, sniff, 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 like, I don't know how to explain it. Kyoumei Urashima, the main beta slash companion. Who is he? He is Sorito's closest human friend, and helping the anthemic alien recover from his memories, brain rot transmission. Well, this is for the brain rot people who fucking don't know. Kyoumei is a loyal sidekick who handles the power of man. He acts as Sorito's NPC strategy, so now Sorito is just wandering around thinking of him lost as the guy on Skibbity grind set who keeps the duo vibes perfectly checked in. What the fuck was that, yo? Now, Sorito and Kyoumei's dynamic is so cool. It's just, I love the relationship of how they go. I love that they are teaming up, and I love the way that they are, like, they team up, and it's so cool. And don't forget to mention, obviously, we talk about the armors in the show. Obviously, we have the main Omega form, and then we have, basically, the second form, which is the Beast form. Let me just name it. Obviously, the Trigger Eye Claw for the first one, and I absolutely love Trigger Eye Claw. No, Triguron. And then we have, we have the Reckoness form, which I totally love, and I love how they just like designed the armors like this. I also I love about the series is about like the humans, like Aima, Sorito, and Kyoumei. Like, they're just so cool, basically. Like, yeah, they're so cool. And don't forget the other girl who was like, sup, and then some like Japanese stuff. But yeah, she was actually fucking cool. So basically, this is Ultraman Omega. This is like not my credit to the person who made it, but basically this is if G'd Magnificent collaborated with Ultraman Omega pretty much. So if a season 2 would happen, I'd love to see this one, but it's definitely not gonna happen. But I would like to say though, I would like to specifically say this: the dynamic between like Omega himself. I love how they adapted him, and I do love how they adapted him into another fucking clip show, Ultraman New Generation Stars. And at least they gave us some good quality action, which they gave us Ultraman Zett Killer and his extra final form, like they do in Kamen Rider, but instead he just gets it in New Generation Stars. So I'll only tell you the extra final form, which is called Game Dom Armor, which is turtle-like. But yeah, this series is so far, it's really good actually. Okay, for Triggerdon, Tigadon, whatever. I love that big claw thing and that thing on the bottom. It just reminds me of Zett's booster. Okay, but for Reckonus, we didn't really need to do that much. First of all, this dude has a staff and then like a big arm, and like it's just too much. I believe. I hate this armor so much, bro. Okay, but the final form armor, Valkanus armor, is just like so cool. He has that big like staff thing, and I personally have a small little figure of him, as you can see. I'll show you, probably put it in my community post. But I love his staff stuff, like the 3 horns and stuff. Yeah, I love the armor of this thing too. But I do kind of like the Reckonus armor, that's for sure. A little bit. Yes, I know. I said I didn't like it, but I really like in like certain poses. I like it. But yeah, I do like how this guy reminds me of like the original Ultraman, like Ultraman Z Earth. As you can see, he reminds me of Z Earth. Quick rundown for Ultraman Omega, played by the Shorto, or Baka, played by Shorokoni. And I really love it, and I really like how he's an alien slash Ultraman and a steaming that fell to Earth. And he loves to take interest on life in the forms of called humans. He is meeting for the first time. I personally love it, absolutely. Whenever he suddenly senses a kaiju in his presence, he suddenly demonstrates extraordinary human physicals, which I personally love that too. Let's get into this dude's specs and whatnot. He uses the transformation Omega Slucker, which reminds me of like Count Dooku's ship, whatever. But then when open, it just reminds me of like Crystal, whatever you call it. I like how they took the designs from Ultra 7, and I love how they like use a meteor design, and like his special move beam is just like Ultra 7, but like it's just so cool. And yeah, also quick shout out to the director. I put his name right here. Yeah, so Masayoshi Taksu, also like Taksu, like Tokusatsu, but he basically worked on Ultraman Trigger and Ultraman RB, which we'll talk about him most likely in the next review. I'm gonna be reviewing RB, but let's just say he fucking cooked with this series. I absolutely love it to the fullest. Like I would take this series if I was a director and make it more amazing. I just hope this guy appears in the next Ultraman show, or the next Ultraman whatever, movie whatever. Oh, Fail versus Ultraman Omega, or X-Ultraman Omega, or possibly he can appear in the Ultraman Zero movie. My prediction is he will. But yeah. Okay, besides Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Space Sheriff, you gotta get respect to the big giant Ultraman. Of course, Gamma and Godzilla too, but like, I'll just say, this show, better than fucking Arc. And I'll just say, Arc is ass. Arc is. I mean, I remember watching it with Seth / Donaldson when it started premiering in 2024. Shout out to Donaldson / Seth, the Ultra. But God, this show is way better than ours. And I'm just saying, like, I don't like the imagination thing. Like that was for Tokyo. Like, I prefer the, like, I'll just say, I prefer the Ultraman arc. Like, not Ultraman arc, Omega, the theme of, like, aliens and whatnot. Like, I prefer that over fucking Ultraman arc. And that's just, like, the truth. That's, like, the absolutely truth. And I'm just saying right there. Yeah, this show is a very, very good show. I absolutely love it. I was waiting for the rest of the English dubs. It turned out you have to pay on Amazon's behalf, so I decided to watch the rest in Japanese. I watched the first 12 English dub episodes, and then I watched the rest in Japanese. But yeah, I really hope they do this with Bayo too. And I'd say this series is a 9.9 out of 10. Absolute favorite. Go check it out. It's on the it's on the Ultraman official YouTube channel. Anyways, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya, everybody!